Hey YouTube family, thanks for tuning in again. So I am outside in my backyard, so you may hear cars going by or trucks going by, but I'm going to paint a picture for my daughter. She did like the colors of the last op art type I did for her, the black and gold, but she didn't like the style. So I'm going to use those same colors and do a chain pull. I like how that feels, spreading that around. Smooth as butter. And I need to make my petals a little bigger. Okay, so that's, ooh, that's a bad one. I'm gonna pause for just a moment to retract some of that paint in the center. Since the spatula is black, this is the color paint I want to retract is black. I'm just going to do that. Oh, that looks pretty. When I look at it head on compared to when I look at it on the video, I'm liking it. I have to retract some of this black so that it does not, when it dries, you know, there's always a certain amount of settling, and that will puddle there and shift. And that's what we don't want. As I said, it's been a while since I painted because my whole family was down with COVID, and I got it twice. I said in a previous video, I got it, then my husband got it, then my daughter got it, then I got it again. And I think it's that new variant that they're talking about that people are able to get multiple times, unfortunately, whether or not you were vaccinated. This new, it's a sub-variant, and it does not care, does not discriminate. Okay, wider, but not as wide as that one. Shift the painting around again. This is what I'm painting in. I have my chain, my paint and my chain in this. I'm gonna add a little more white because it's, even though I rinsed the chain off, there's some of the black that's contaminating the white. So we just, you know, kind of, it doesn't matter too much because obviously it's going into black paint on the canvas, but we want an obvious contrast between the black and the white. So, oh, that's going to drip. Don't drip. Okay. Quick, quick, quick. When you're painting, remember to step back a little bit as you're painting and evaluate. In the past, I'm just like, okay, I want to hurry up and see it. I want to hurry up and see the completed project. So, you know, I was raced to the finish. But it's easier to fix little accidents in process when the paint is still wet. So what I want to do is try to get my leaves a little pointier. Here we go, right up there. Okay, so pointier. No, that's not pointy, but skinty. I do like this though, even if it doesn't look, in my opinion, exactly like a lily. Well, obviously it's not going to look exactly like, but you know what I mean? It's more abstract, but I hope it's at least looking like a flower. hope you can hear those birds serenading us. See, I like that. I don't like, yeah, I can live with this one, but I don't like that one. Okay, I have the other chain fished out. Okay, so what I want to do this time is to go, the one I indicated a minute ago, I want to go beyond the border that it has to get that imperfection out of there, hopefully. Okay, don't want to do too much because that got just a little muddy. I want the gold to have floatability, movability. I'm liking it so far. Don't really like the gap there, but that's okay. I'm gonna leave it. This is the one that got a little muddy, and if I come back, it'd be a little muddy, so I'm gonna leave that. I am gonna just use that area for a leaf. Excuse me. My fat fingers are getting in the way. This area, I'll put a leaf in there, and that'll kind of detract a little bit from the space. I'll put a little leaf there and there. Or maybe, because as I look at my lilies, there's a cluster of 2 of them. Let me see if I can take you over there and show you. There's a cluster of 2, and then it has an bloomed lily beside it. So I'm gonna take it over here. I'm just gonna take it off the camera. I'm not even gonna pause the video. This is what we have so far. Okay. So here we go. Oops. You see that? How it has these 2. And then, yikes, giant bee. And then this one. The bees love my flowers too. And then, pardon me, there's a lot of little blooms. And there we go, right here. So what I may try to do is just kind of sandwich another partial flower in there in those other spaces, or a bloom, an unbloomed flower. Excuse me. I have to be careful with these lilies. I love these and I like to smell them as well. And I was talking to one of my neighbors, and I had on like this kind of a little, whatever you call it, frock or smock or whatever, and I had leggings underneath, and I heard some buzzing, and so I looked around. I didn't see anything, and I don't know what made me, I looked down there and there was a bee down my shirt, down my dress. Okay, not, you know, the cute little bee. This was the mama bee. This was a huge bee. So of course I freak out, and I'm outside, you know, so I'm going like that and underneath trying to get the bee out, and I thought I got it out, and I'm talking to my neighbor and I hear the buzzing again. So I look down there and I'm like, it's still down there. And it was kind of, I know my face probably looked hilarious because my eyes got so big when I looked down there both times. And the second time, the neighbors almost got a show, you hear me, because I was trying to shake the bee out, you know, kind of lifting a little bit, but it wasn't coming out. And I thought, don't make me come out of this top, because I will. Thank God the bee, I got the bee out successfully. So that was, in retrospect, funny. I did not get stung or anything. I'm not allergic to bees, so it still would have been okay, but you know, who wants to get stung? And I have been stung by a bee before on my foot. I stepped on because I love walking in the grass barefoot. I love how the grass feels on my feet. And I stepped on a bee. This was a long time ago. I stepped on a bee. Sorry, I had to. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is shift the camera back down to where I was. Add my gold, and this is metallic gold. As I said before, my daughter's, the colors in her room are black and gold. I'm gonna come in through here with the gold. Don't drip. Okay, I'll come up with that. Let me see. Okay, it's understated. This table right here, I like the style of that. Some of the metal has come off. It's rusty. I painted it white last year, and I'm gonna paint it again along with the metal angel that's on top of it. So I like doing things like that. Redesigning what you have. So what I decided to do, because I stopped the video and I looked back at some of the prior footage, these look like 2 bunny ears. Not happy with that. So in between, I'm gonna put a small petal, white petal, and see how I like that. Okay, I don't like that. I'll show you another one. I got a piece of hair on the train. So this is the last one, and it's gonna just be a tiny one right in there. I do like that better. Do you want to get some gold specks on there? Ooh, I kind of like that. Those flecks in the middle. Okay, here's a different view. Here's the whole thing, I think. Yeah, I like the little flecks of gold in there. I'm not sure I'm liking the center though. I may swirl a little bit of white in there. I like the edges of this and this one because it kind of gives you that petal feel. Hopefully you can hear me over the noises of nature. But instead of swirling it, I just decided to do the little dots. And what I'm hoping is that there's not a lot of shifting in there. That's what it's looking like. Thanks for checking out my channel. Hopefully you will subscribe, like, and share my videos. Be blessed.